Yeah, this is just going to be a brief overview of the LE, the differences between the LEV and the UF1 valve, dispense valve, focusing on how they work, where they're used, and why you would choose one over the other. Um, the LEV valves, like I was saying, they're a manual lever operated valve. The operator physically pushes or pulls the lever to dispense product. Some key characteristics of the mechanical operation of LEV valve. It doesn't require electronics or boards, and the flow starts and stops by based on hand pressure on the lever. Typically, they deliver one product per valve. They're very durable and simple internally to make repairs. Some of the common uses are for traditional soda machines, convenience stores, bars, and quick serve restaurants, locations with high traffic or and minimal electronics. Some of the pros of the LEV valves are they're extremely reliable. They're easy to service and rebuild. You can order rebuild kits for those valves if you happen to need to repair a valve. There's no power or control boards needed, and there's a lower upfront cost for the LEV valves. Some of the cons on the LEV valves are there's no portion control. Um, they're inconsistent pore sizes because it's depending on the pressure of the hand on the lever. And operator is dependent on the flow. Now, next to the UF1 dispense valves, those are universal valves or electronic valves. As you can see in the pictures, they're either touchpad or electronic, and most of them are portion control. So you have like small, you're able to pour small, medium, and large or extra large cups, depending on what buttons pressed. Or some of them are no no touch. They're more like sensors that you're able to it's able to sense a hand over it, and then it will do an automatic pour. That's some of the more advanced ones. These are electronic solenoid controlled dispense valves. They're activated by a button, touchpad, or control signal. Some key characteristics are it uses electrical signals to open and close the valves. Mainly, these valves use a coil that requires 24 volts AC um, to open and close it. They're often integrated with portion control systems. They can be supported by, they support multiple pour sizes and requires power and a controller. Some common uses of these type of valves are portion control soda systems like at the some of the major fast food restaurants like McDonald's or Burger King, places like that. Self-serve kiosks, corporate food service, and institutional setups. Systems requiring consistency and inventory control because you're getting more of a control pour with those different pour sizes. Some pros for the UF1 valves are consistent, repeatable pours, reduces waste and overfilling, professional modern interface, and they can integrate with POS or control systems. Some cons for these type of valves are more complex troubleshooting, requires power and electronic components, higher initial costs, and solenoids and boards can fail over time. So it's a little more involved with as far as the repairs go for these valves or the replacements. And by the way, this document I've attached a link in the comments if anyone wants to download that to have. And some of the quick side-by-side features is the LEV. There's no power required. The UF1 has power required. The portion control LEV doesn't have portion control. UF1 has portion control. And port consistency is operator dependent on the LEV valve, but on the UF1 valve, it's a high consistent port consistency. And then you have complexity for features. The LEV has a low complexity. UF1 has medium to high complexity because of the electronics and the valves and the boards that are needed. And the LEV is best for simple high use environments, controlled, and the UF1 is more for like controlled modern systems. And then I left some tech tips for troubleshooting the LEV valve issues. Usually it's a mechanical issue. It's more like either the O-rings, the springs, or syrup seals need to be replaced on them. And usually that's all it takes is maybe a one kit or a kit. If you're doing like a PM, it's good to go ahead and change all of those the O-rings, the seals, and the springs on those valves. And the UF1 is often electrical. There's usually problems in the solenoid voltage or the control board or the harness or the sensor may be given problems. And that's all I had on that section of the Tech Talk today. Steve, I didn't know if you wanted to add anything on that for the valves.
I don't think so, Kevin. You did a great job. Does anybody have any questions about the differences? Jeremy, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I did want to kind of ask and clarify. Like my understanding of the LEV versus UF1 was mainly manufacturer. Like the LEV is going to be your Lancer valve, and then the UF1 is going to be your Cornelius valve. As far as like complexity on there, I know like for instance right here, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is a Lancer LEV valve. Here's the cover for it. It normally it's the lever activated, right? And when it's lever activated, you can see over here, it's clicking this cherry switch, and this is the electrical component that powers the solenoid that allows everything to dispense, right? And so there is that electrical component part of the lever activated one on the LEV. But to go along with that, they also have these, which is an electronic dispense along with portion controls that go on the LEVs. So essentially this part, so right here, this cherry switch, it powers straight to the solenoid. Essentially you would remove the cherry switch because you don't need it anymore because you don't need a lever. And this harness for the portion control, it hooks up, and this goes into the power for the solenoid, or these go into the power for the solenoid, and then this goes into the actual dispenser. So you can have an LEV that is electronic with portion controls on it. And so when we're going through and like just to distinguish the difference, like I said, I know LEV has that, or Lancer LEV has that same stuff. Once it has this, is this not called an LEV anymore? Or I just want to kind of clarify that.
Yeah,
that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes good sense. That's good you brought it up because it is like I call it like a hybrid, Jeremy, switch because that's able to be converted. And that's probably the only valve that you'd be able to convert that in that way. So you could convert that from from a solid LEV over to being a UF1, where it has portion control and everything just by the use of that kit. You just
Okay.
converted it. But the thing that's
Okay.
good about those type of valves is that you're able to utilize the lever function, the LEV function for a UF1 style valve. You know what I mean?
Okay. Gotcha.
Um,
So just to clarify, LEV isn't for Lancer. LEV is for just the lever. So a Cornelius can have an LEV valve and a Lancer can have an LEV valve, same way that they can both have a UF1 valve. The UF1 and the LEV is just distinguished by the lever activated or electrical activated.
that's right on point. Yeah,
Perfect. Perfect.
LEV is more so just confirming that it's lever activated, as opposed to
Gotcha.
UF1 style, which would be like you had the multi-flavor functions and stuff like that, or the push button type.
Gotcha.
Yeah, good point. Anyone else had any questions or anything on these levers or valves?
No, this was very informative. Thank you.
You're welcome.